Side to kick off and leading by that 20th minute goal scored by Paulo, their number 9 on the ball at the moment. Over the years, Brazil have won this trophy 3 times, Uruguay 3 times, Argentine twice. As we start the second half here, with Sao Paulo well aware that really they're pretty fortunate to be 1-0 in the lead. In terms of statistics, AC Milan had 8 shots to Sao Paulo's 1 in the first half. And one of those shots, of course, hit the bar by Massaro. And a couple might perhaps have done better. One from Albertini, one from Papin. Sao Paulo were under a lot of pressure. Tele Santana will know that, but they're pushing forward here, the opening stages of the second half. As Leonardo tries to get one in, and that was a brilliant piece of play by the former Valencia player. Just skidding across the front of Rossi's goal. Could that have gone in from that angle? It almost did. He was a bit worried as Paulo came in. Leonardo and the midfield players of Sao Paulo have really been under a lot of pressure in this game. Managed to get forward like that on too many occasions. Here's Panucci. Forward for Papin. That's an easy one for the big defender Ronaldo. But it means a bit more space gained by Milan. Desai. Not an easy one to clear. Leonardo forward, but again not decisive enough for Paulo. Kicked away. Gino. Cerezo quickly towards Cafu, the attacking defender. Gino. 4-1. Well, I wonder what Fabio Capello said to his Milan side. They played pretty well in the first half. There's a free kick here that might help them. They're trailing by 1-0, but surely if they keep up the momentum they had certainly in the first 25 minutes, they must have a chance of getting back into this game. This time last year, of course, Barcelona were 1-up, then lost 2-1. It could act in reverse here for Sao Paulo. So Donadoni on the ball. Wide on the right-hand side is Panucci. Yellow card for not retrieving far enough. Donadoni chips forward. It's away by Muller, back in the defensive role. Back in by Panucci. Panucci going again. Cerezo beats him to it. But it's still every player except Muller back in the defensive role now for Sao Paulo. As the big long one comes in with Panucci in there. No, he didn't get it. Desai knocks it back in again. It's a difficult one as Massaro gets in! Massaro's got it! It's Sao Paulo delayed, and Massaro swooped, and it's 1-1. Delight for AC Milan, despair for Sao Paulo, because they should have got that clear. Zetti should surely have come for that. As Desai knocked that back in to the penalty area. Surely that should have been comfortably cleared, but Massaro's put them back in the game. So this is a partially cleared throw-in. Desai knocks it back in again. Not a constructive ball at all. Where's the goalkeeper? Well, he's too late. He's stuck on his line, and it's 1-1. Massaro the scorer. It's a ball that he should attack, and he doesn't. And Massaro beats Raducoi to it, and Milan are level. Did well to get in on that. There wasn't an easy half volley, but that should have been the goalkeeper's ball. Here they come again. A free kick. Now that will give AC Milan exactly the encouragement they needed. They've been the better side in the first half. Now they've picked up a goal early in the second half, and all being well, they could add to that. Chance perhaps for a direct drive. Desai has got a big boot on him. Desai drives, and I don't know whether that was a shot or whether it was a pass towards Raducoj, but it was pretty uneventful. But nevertheless, that ball he put into the penalty area from that half-cleared throw-in has put AC Milan and Capello and his team back into this contest. And very much wide open now. Panucci wins that. Offside by at least 2 Sao Paulo players. Cerezo getting forward into the midfield position. I wonder if the sun was a problem for Zeti. And now he puts his cap on to protect him. Cerezo, a difficult ball from Gino. Gino's giving it away again. That's happened quite a lot. And it's Donadoni who rarely gives it away. And then here's Massaro again. Well, he was quickly closed down. That was some ball from Donadoni. A mistake by Gino. And the tackle was a good one in the end. An extra touch, Massaro, before he got the shot in, but that was a lovely crossfield pass. It's Milan right on top here. Maldini is on the near post. Raducoj over the far post. There's Maldini. There's Raducoj here, knocks it out here to Massaro. Not quite accurate enough. And they closed him down a bit quickly. Albertini wide to Donadoni. Does well, but fouled by Cafu. Not looking too good at the moment for Sao Paulo. They're losing their cool a little bit and giving away free kicks in very dangerous areas. Now Donadoni, Maldini's pushed up here. Back to Albertini. Desai's over the far side. Good jump, and here's Papa. Oh, and Raducoj looked ready to swoop on that one. As Panucci put it into the middle. They're very much on top now, AC Milan. They can turn this game in their favour. Raducoj down the right-hand flank for that one. Good return. Panucci. Papa's in the middle. A lot of players making themselves available for AC Milan. Here's Donadoni playing on the left-hand side in this half. So far. Albertini and Donadoni again. Play on, that was a dive, said the referee, no foul. Cafu. Oh, Cafu gets away with that one well. Cerezo ducks away from Desai, that is a foul. Almost tackled the referee as well. Well, Tony Santana must have acknowledged that Milan were a little bit unlucky in the first half, considering again putting Junio on in place of Cerezo. Offside though against Leonardo here. Trying to get back into an onside position, failed. The line pushed up by Baresi again. Desai, not totally elegant, but seems to do some effective things. That was a little bit silly by Cerezo, giving another unnecessary free kick away, and his days might be numbered in terms of playing here for Sao Paulo at least. Albertini makes a run towards the near post. Up he goes. It's Leonardo to get it away. Doesn't do too well though. He should have been quicker with it. Donadoni switches again to that right flank. Panucci pushes forward. They're all on the attack here, but the shot had no venom. Back he goes into a defensive role. With a wild kick by Zeti. And it's Panucci with the throw. Doriva. And Sao Paulo have been driven a long way back at the start of this second half. They haven't really got a shape to midfield at all yet. Valbert under a bit of pressure. Did well there, Cafu, Doriva, Andre, Panucci leaning on his man, and the referee gives a free kick. Not a foul there. Cerezo again nicely cut out by the Milan defence, and Panucci's gone down the right-hand side. There's a lot of space for him. Doriva comes across to try and slow him down, succeeds for the moment. Donadoni supporting him now. Desai totally in control at the moment. AC Milan, as Maldini gets forward, tries to get a return from Radicchio. It wasn't good enough. They still have possession though. Baresi. A lot of space now for the Milan players, making Sao Paulo chase shadows here. Massaro strongly trying to get through a combined challenge of Gino and Cafu. Another free kick. Desai gets up over the far side to support Radicchio and Papin. Papin making a run to the near post. Not a good one. The angle wasn't quite right. Pursuit in vain. Throw in. AC Milan winners here, of course, in 89 and 90. 1-0 and 3-0 against Colombian and Chilean opposition then. Now it's 1-1 against Sao Paulo, Brazil. Very much in control at the moment, though, AC Milan. Desai, Maldini here. Massaro goes wide on the left-hand side. The challenge on Albertini, but he still manages to knock it around. This is good play and a great spell by the Italians. Radicchio couldn't get there. Valbert, but he's under pressure to get it away now. No back pass, of course. That's clever. Can he clear it beyond the penalty area? He can't. Desai gets it back in again. Papin can't control it. Now there's a bit of space for Andre, but not for long. They're chasing, they're harrying, but that's a free kick. But this is a difficult time for Sao Paulo, and a bad time for young Andre, who gets involved in unnecessary activity, and Papin is shown the yellow card. Well, that was an unnecessary reaction after the event, not the foul itself. So that's 2 yellow cards, and I'll count for Cerezo and Papin, 1 each. And it's 1-1 here in goals as Doriva picks it up for Sao Paulo. Maldini easily cuts it out as it was heading for Cafu. Now Cafu's lacking in defence at the moment. Now on the right-hand side for Radicchio was Papin, misunderstanding there, and it all breaks down. Strange enough, they play it well in tight circumstances, but when there was a bit of space, they made a mess of it. But Sao Paulo are giving it away. They've regained it. Cerezo to Miller. Good turn, but into trouble. Desai is there to clear. Radicchio. Desai coming to support him. He's a strong player. Hasn't got the elegance of some of the Milan ball players, but he's very effective in midfield after an uncertain start. Oh, that wasn't much of a challenge from Panucci. Massaro. 1-1, but it's Milan in control. On the right-hand side is Donadoni. Don't think you can do it. Not quite good enough with that crossfield pass. But bearing in mind the injury list that Milan have got at the moment, this is some performance. And it looks as if a change is imminent for Sao Paulo, with Juninho warming up. But the injury list for AC Milan includes at the moment Van Basten, Boban, Laudrup, Carbone, Simone. Hang on for a moment as Leonardo gets down the left-hand side. It's a good one, it's there! They've scored! It's Toninho Cerezo! Again on the counter-attack, and they're back in the lead. this game. Rossi concedes a second. It's only really the third attempt that Sao Paulo have had. It's Toninho Cerezo, the 38-year-old veteran, converts the cross from Leonardo. Good ball. Great goal. Totally once more against the run of play, and Rossi must be kicking not only himself but his defenders. A little lack of concentration, and the old man has put the Brazilians back into the lead. Great run by Leonardo. An easy one for Toninho Cerezo. A player who bought out his own contract to come back to Brazil from Italy, arriving in time for the Libertadores Cup and last year's Toyota Cup, now makes his mark in 1993 with the second goal for Sao Paulo. Well, what a turnaround with Milan right on top for 15 minutes of this second half. Now they've got to do it all again. And the indications are we might have a few more goals than we normally have here. 3 at the moment. 3-0 is the biggest ever score here. And 4 goals is the most we've ever had. But we've got to have a couple more for Milan if they're going to win this trophy. Now, here goes Albertini. Back again to Donadoni. Gino, hard ball to clear. Albertini back in again. It's Massaro who might get the cross in. Raduccio and Papin right in the middle. Here goes Papin. Does well. Ronaldo clears. Now, there's a chance here for Leonardo, who's pushed forward more on this left-hand side in the second half when he gets a chance. No foul, play on. Panucci forward to Papin. Good challenge. There's a bit of zest in the game now. It become a bit of one-way traffic before Cerezo scored that second Sao Paulo goal. Now it's opened up again. Donadoni. Not a particularly good one there on the break again. Palinha's pass who set the Leonardo going. He's lost the ball here, and now there's a chance for Panucci to get in on it. Some clearance. This is Palinha. There's only 2 of them up front. Muller on the left, and Costa Curta read that well. No chance. Not a particularly good pass. Whacked away by Rossi. Well found. Panucci goes for it. Gets a return from Donadoni. Here goes Raduccio. Just too strong and offside, says the linesman. That was a lovely move. Now here comes the substitution. The 20-year-old Juninho, and I would have thought for the hero of this particular spell for Sao Paulo, Toninho Cerezo, but let's wait and see. As Baresi knocks a long one forward towards the swamped figure of Raduccio. That's a free kick. Albertini with Raduccio and Papin directly ahead of him. Massaro's pushed up. Maldini's on the left-hand side. Desai is in there. Chip forward towards Maldini. He does well to get it. Headed back pass, so that can be gathered by Rossi. Very much a spectator in this game, but finds his side losing, and now here's an opening here for Papin. And they got into him very fast. Couldn't knock the ball away from the first defender after it looked like an error there by Ronaldo. And here comes the substitution. Well, it's Palinha who comes off, and it's Juninho who comes on. Palinha, who scored the first goal and had a good pass that set up Leano in the second goal, gives way to Juninho. It's not Cerezo who comes off for the moment. Free kick. Juninho's first contribution here was a foul. Now, Lucci, Donadoni getting down the right. Well, you've got to hand it to Sao Paulo. They've had a little bit of luck in defence, not too much. They've withstood a lot of pressure. They've scored 2 goals on the counter-attack. They're going to be under the cosh now shortly for a good bit more of this game. They've conceded rather too many free kicks in dangerous areas like that one, but they've grabbed the lead, lost it, and now regained it. But once more, they're under intense pressure from the Italian champions. Donadoni on the ball. Maldini is pushed up, so too is Desai. Up goes Maldini. Albertini gets a fast ball in. And it's well cleared towards Juninho, the fresh legs of the 20-year-old Brazilian. Nice little touch. And Juninho is offside. Good discipline there by Baresi and his men at the back. They knew what was coming next. They just stepped up. Nice little run, though. Well, it's pretty obvious he was clearly offside. Choi, good control against Valbert. Ronaldo clears. Desai gets in there. Muller, nice touch, but in there fast too was Baresi, who read it well. Desai fouled. Unnecessary challenge there to concede the free kick. But it's an instinctive habit by South Americans, because Desai, I think, had lost possession of that ball. A little bit of a roar there as we lost one of the stretcher bearers. He slipped on this green turf, caused a little bit of entertainment. So AC Milan hurting a little bit at the moment, in more ways than one. They're trailing by 2 goals to 1. No Italian side, that's AC Milan and Juventus, have ever lost in this final. 2 matches have been decided on penalties in 85 and 88. 2 matches decided in extra time in 83 and 87. But this, at the moment, is going the way of South America again. As Sao Paulo hang on to a 2-1 lead. And they've been hanging on for most of this game. Panucci knocks it back to Donadoni. Donadoni, a deep cross towards Massaro. Goalkeeper comes to it. It's a punch. Cerezo puts it back towards Valbert, highest of the day, but it's still AC Milan in possession. That's a lovely ball from Maldini to Massaro. Choi getting to the near post. Good challenge by Gino. Corner, they're in a hurry now. They've seen what they regarded as domination of this game snatched away from them. Another corner, Massaro to take it. Well, it's not a particularly good one, but it's going to come to Donadoni. Well, who can tell from this angle whether that was on target or not? Certainly felled a Sao Paulo player. Looks like Juninho, the substitute, but a real blow on the head. And here come the stretcher bearers yet again. For Sao Paulo after this, apart from their internationals who joined the squad for the friendly in Mexico, they have the enjoyment of a month's break, which is highly unusual in Brazilian football. Deriva it was who got in the way. He's back into the fray, and here comes another bombardment from AC Milan, and the linesman's flag is going for an illegal free throw-in. He should really keep that flag going, but he took it down again. Miller, Leonardo, play on the left-hand side is the substitute Juninho, on the break again, Juninho! He's buzzing down those flanks, and I must say, on the rare occasions that Sao Paulo break, they look very dangerous, particularly if they can get it forward in one flowing movement. No real angle for him there, and he sliced it. But with Leonardo pushing farther forward in this second half, they look much more effective when they can get possession, that is, which is not very often. Massaro. Donadoni does well there. Brilliant bit of play. Good pass out to Papin. It's 1 against 1 here, but he doesn't get time to control it before the tackle comes in from young Andre. Papin, now the father of 4 children. Another daughter last week. But I think his mind, understandably, is on getting another one in the back of the net here. Donadoni. Good cross. And it's away by Cerezo. Albertini keeping it in. No, failing. Well, that was an unnecessary one there from Cafu. Massaro's picked it up, but they won it back well. Juninho on the run down the right-hand side. Should have been Muller. That was a little bit too hopeful. Hasn't been in the game at all. Not totally his fault. Well won by Cerezo. Nice touch. Good play by Muller there. Here is Juninho. Muller over the far side. They're breaking forward again, and it bounces off Juninho. Couldn't quite control it, and goes out for a goal kick. But with him darting down the flanks, they're a different proposition now. Unfortunate there, he tried to check it back. Maldini gives him a nudge for good measure. Here they come again. Andre, and here's Cerezo. More space for them too. Oh, and Juninho gets forward again. He's a busy little player. You can understand why they call him another Zico. And remember, he gets a free kick. This time last year, a free kick conceded by Barcelona in exactly that situation. Brought on Rai to strike a very good goal. No Rai at the moment, but they've got plenty of people with talent from a free kick situation. This could be a golden opportunity for a bit of Brazilian magic. And Rossi will know all about them. Well, Leonardo has a good left foot. Gino a good right foot. Behind them is Cafu. The referee has put the ball back. Leonardo. Good catch by the giant goalkeeper, but that was on target by Leonardo. And how much of a test was it for the goalkeeper? Well, he's a big fella. He's 194. Not much of a test in the end, but well struck. Good goalkeeping. At the other end, it's Donadoni and Panucci. Cerezo intercepts that goal, has given him fresh legs. He's no longer 38, he's about 25 at the moment. Rossi with Baresi. Gino puts it out, and I wonder if Milan are losing a little bit of heart here, although they've got something like 17 minutes of the game left to get back into it when they've had a lot of possession. Not too many shots, to be honest. Desai under pressure from Deriva. Baresi and Desai. Everybody back except Muller in a defensive role for Sao Paulo. Oh, and Muller might get it off Maldini there, but not for long. Costa Curta. Donadoni and between them. Panucci on the right-hand flank, acting as a right winger here. That's a lovely ball. They're playing 5 at the back now, Sao Paulo. Deriva getting involved, as well as Gino. Oh, this is looking better. Play on. Looked like a foul there on Donadoni. Andre tries the long one. It's not a particularly good ball. And the young 19-year-old really has had an in-and-out game with Sao Paulo leading by 2-1. This is Andre here with a bit more time, but Papin's onto him. Well, couldn't do a lot with that. And the whisper is in the Sao Paulo camp that Rai, playing for Paris Saint-Germain in France, is not too happy there, might come back here, but they're under pressure now as Massaro gets a good header in, but the defender was close onto him, closing him down a bit. It was impossible for him to get too much power onto it. Good cross, useful header, good defending, and comfortable for the goalkeeper. Costa Curta gets this one. And there goes Juninho. That looked like a foul, but the referee says play on. Ronaldo beats Papin, which is no great surprise. Little touch there by Leonardo. Good stuff to Juninho. Leonardo again, who's caused some real troubles on this flank. Well, he caused troubles in the opening seconds of this first half. He created the second Sao Paulo goal. He looks good when he attacks more. It's a difficult ball for him, though. Costa Curta knocks it straight back into the middle. And they're all booting it anywhere at the moment. Desai brings a little bit of order to the situation as Massaro breaks through well here to Papin. Good cross, and there's Raducoi. Well, not quite sure whether they'd gone out before Papin hit it, but a difficult one for the Romanian, backpedaling. Oh, that's comfortably in, and an excellent cross. Backpedaling here, does well to get a header to it, but couldn't possibly score from there. Good run, though. And Milan keep pressing forward. Nandini. Milan so far this season beaten only once by Sampdoria, beaten only once last season by Parma, and of course beaten by Marseille in the European Champions Cup final, losing here by 2-0. But there's still 30 minutes of the game left. Desai. Massaro. Everybody back for Sao Paulo except Müller. Now Müller is getting behind the ball. Costa Curta knocks it wide. Panucci. What sort of a cross is it? Not particularly good. Milan again. Desai. Once more by Panucci. And the goalkeeper has that one comfortably. Milan not desperately good in the air, and with Ronaldo and Valber there for Sao Paulo, they're causing problems for Capello's side. And I no doubt at this moment he's ruining the number of foreigners that he's got but can't play. This is Orlando, who looks as if he might be coming on. But of course no Van Basten, no Boban, no Savicevic. And I wonder now if Capello feels he should have played Savicevic. But it's up front where they can't open things up. They play well enough in midfield. Knocked forward by Leonardo. Baresi, 33 years of age, but very comfortable in everything he does. And a relief for the Italian national squad that he's decided to play Italian national football again, although he did retire after the last World Cup. But more parochial matters here, as he, in possession now, tries to urge his side forward to get back on level terms. Massaro with Maldini. And here's Papin Raducoi with Donadoni picking up the long cross. Donadoni's done well. And away by Leonardo. Great stuff. Good ball play. Up to Miller. Leonardo's dashing forward on the right-hand side. And he's given it to him. Oh, good play. Cleared by Maldini. What a terrific move by Sao Paulo, with Cafu getting it in on the right-hand side. The ball's gone out now. A sweeping movement from one end of the field to the other, with Leonardo and Miller building up for Cafu, but the cross not quite good enough. As we await another substitution, Albertini is going off, and it's Orlando Will comes on. Radu Choi looks as if he's also coming off, so double substitution. With Tassotti waiting to get on as well, I think. Well, there it is then. Tassotti coming on for Radu Choi. And Orlando coming on for Albertini. With 10 minutes of the game left and 2-1 to the South Americans. Orlando is fouled, but indeed there was an original infringement on Donadoni before that by Cafu. So Milan bringing on two fresh sets of players with Tassotti playing on the right-hand side. That means Panucci will push forward in a more striking role, and Orlando on the left-hand side. And here it is. And it's a goal by Papa! By Massaro with the back flick. Massaro knocks it in. It's 2-2. Wonderful stuff by Milan just as they made a couple of substitutions, and it pays off superbly. Massaro and Papin working very well there, and it's 2-2 with 9 minutes left. Cross from the right-hand side. Good bit of play by Donadoni. There's Massaro, there's Papin, and it's 2-2, and Milan are back in it. Beautifully done. Lovely cross from Donadoni in the first place, but Massaro, I think, must take most of the credit for that one. So 2-2 with Papin equalising for AC Milan. Now we should have a bit of a final fling with Massaro driving forward. 4 goals, the most we've had in this competition, but I suspect we're going to get more. Lovely goal by AC Milan, just at the time when Sao Paulo looked as if they might get another one on the break. Juninho, wide open play now. An inhibited first half, but this has been a marvellous second half. Andre to Juninho. Is Andre. Andre can cross it now, but he always prefers the left foot, and that's a wasted opportunity by the young fullback. And the throw in now with Capello looking like a lot of the crowd here, fairly excited by the prospect of what we're going to get in the last few minutes. The flick by Massaro, the header by Papin, and that means we have a marvellous last few minutes to look forward to. There's Orlando, chased by Massaro. Knocked out by Gino. But they look fresher, they look as if that goal could be the thing that turns the game for them, but I think I said exactly the same thing when they equalised at the beginning of the second half, and Sao Paulo on the counter-attack were lethal. Massaro beaten by Gino. So out it go again. How hard he's worked, a player who can't regularly get into the side when all the Milan stars are available, but he's been very effective here. Desai wide to Tassotti. Leonardo in a bit of trouble. And trickles out for a goal kick. Well, in 1989, AC Milan won this one by beating Nacional of Medellin by 1-0. In 1990, they won it by beating Olimpia by 3-0. But they're up against different opposition here. They've come back twice from being behind. They've conceded a free kick here, which is a long way away from Rossi's goal, and it's indirect as well. but you can never tell with the Brazilians. Again, Gino and Leonardo on the ball. Switch wide to Cafu. Back here for Doriva. Valbert, an up and under. That's a hard one for Cafu, which Maldini wins. Donadoni's had a fine match. Forward goes Orlando, the substitute, with no real chance of getting it. Another of the Milan players who rarely gets a chance in the opening lineup. Cerezo decides onto him and gets the ball off him too. Massaro, that was a good bit of play. He's been lively. Could have had a goal himself in the first half. And both coaches knowing that the next goal could well decide the outcome of this 14th Toyota Cup. 2-2 at the moment. Possibility of extra time with 4 minutes left of the original 90 minutes. Massaro. Desai. Space on the right. Tessotti and Panucci down that right touchline. Andre tries to get to him. Trying to push him back. Oh, that's not a good one from Tessotti, a very experienced international. Cerezo to Doriva. Gino. And finding Leonardo. Does well to keep possession here. Darts forward. And forward goes. And Muller. And doesn't know where it is. It's gone in! It's a goal! It's gone in! And they're in the lead again! Incredible! How on earth did he get that goal past Rossi? Incredible with less than 3 minutes to go. They're in the lead again. Lovely ball forward, but how on earth did that ball go in? All sorts of activities on the bench. Referee wants to get the game restarted. Muller is the goal scorer here as Cerezo puts it forward. The chase is on Baresi, the goalkeeper. It goes off Muller, he doesn't know where it is. Baresi can't get it. It's 3-2. Now watch Muller as he challenges here with the goalkeeper and Baresi. He's searching for the ball. It's in the net. Lovely ball from Cerezo. Not particularly good goalkeeping by Rossi, but it's 3-2. And that's some challenge from Jorginho. That's a free kick. So Milan have had most of the game, but it's Muller who could have the last word for Sao Paulo. On our clock, we've got 2 minutes left. Santana, who is a pretty cool customer, is on the touchline. Flag is up here for offside. So Capello's side have got less than 2 minutes now to try and force this into extra time. Baresi knocks it forward. Massaro, they've had most of the game, most of the chances, but Milan are trailing by 3-2 as Panucci gets forward. A desperate shot. They're happy to see that one go comfortably over the bar and waste a few more seconds. What a dramatic second half this has been, particularly for Cerezo. After Papin had equalised, Cerezo, a rare goal scorer, and then the creator of that third goal, which could be the winner. Costa Curta gets it. Cerezo doesn't. And the difference in the second half has been the way Leonardo has played through midfield. Tassotti. Forward down the flank goes Desai. No chance, that'll go into the crowd. On our clock, 45 seconds left as Big Ronaldo's had a good game in defence. Clears for Sao Paulo. This could be the last chance for AC Milan. Maldini couldn't get there. Burst is on by Leonardo, who's been the player of the second half for me. Not a good pass though, as Orlando cuts out Baresi. Searching ball for Papa. Great play. Maldini's pushed up in an attacking position. This is Panucci, the other fullback. They're desperate now. Zetti going for it. Oh! And for one moment it looked as if Massaro and then Papa got it. But when Zetti came for that one, he should really have had it as we go into time added on. And that was a let-off for Santana. Maldini, Massaro and Papa might have got there, but they didn't. And now it looks as if the Toyota Cup is going to go to Sao Paulo for the second consecutive year. Oh, and the chase on here by Papa as it was relayed back in again by Panucci. And the referee looks as if he wants to blow the final whistle. There's a bit of a dispute here. Nobody seems to know what's happening. He certainly doesn't. There's a free kick being given for offside. The Sao Paulo players surrounding the referee saying, come on, blow the whistle. Cerezo. And there is the final whistle. Sao Paulo have done it. Muller's winner in the last seconds has given Tele Santana's side the Toyota Cup for the second consecutive year. What a performance by Sao Paulo under huge pressure by Milan for most of the game. And when Papa equalised, it looked as if they had the energy and the ability to push forward and win it. But Milan took the game to Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo counter-attacked and they won by 3-2. Well, Milan, I don't doubt, will say, where did this one escape? But it escaped because Sao Paulo were artists, knife men in the counter-attack. And Capello will know he's missed a golden opportunity here, and I wonder if he'll be regretting that he didn't play Savicevic. An amazing goal to win a world title off the back of his heel. He didn't know it went in. But that's the story of this game. So a remarkable double for Sao Paulo of Brazil.